Hey. All right. Here we are. It's finally time. It's Friday Night Live. This is Decibel Geek TV. I'm Aaron Camaro, joined as always by my awesome friend, kick-ass co-host, Chris Sinzak. We skipped last week, but baby, we're back tonight. How you feeling, Chris?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm so excited to be back. It's been a long, hard week at work, but it's all good now because the boots are off. I'm ready to rock and roll on a Friday night with my friends. And it's hard to do this intro after I just laughed so hard that I cried right before we came on. Oh, man. We're going to have some fun tonight. I can promise you that. I'm willing to bet that there's more than a few people from Merrill, Wisconsin watching this tonight. So hello to the Northwoods. We got a brother in the house tonight.
Yeah, so I'll let you do the. You're better at doing intros than me, so you go ahead.
Well, people always ask me, Aaron Camaro, you got such a unique look. When they see me at the wrestling shows, I got like the shiny jackets on, I got the fingerless gloves, I got the earrings, I got the bandana. I found that if I go out in public a lot of times and I run into people that know me from, either Decibel Geek or from wrestling, and I'm not all dressed up, they're disappointed in me, And so people ask me all the time, Aaron Camaro, where do you get your style from? And to tell you the truth, I'm going to come clean. I'm going to be honest with you because there was a dude that I went to high school with that, man, I looked up to him a lot. He was the coolest dude around. And, I just said, I want to be like this guy. I want to look like him. I want to talk like him. I want to listen to the same kind of music he's listening to. I want to be this dude because he's so cool. So tonight, all the way back, a friend of mine from high school was volunteered to come on the show with us. And now the world will see where Aaron Camaro gets his style from. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's in Tennessee, just like me, but he's originally from Merrill, Wisconsin. My friend, and tonight, by the end of this, he's going to be yours. You're going to see where I get it from. This is Kal Hinz.
Yeah! What's up, DB Posse?
Nice.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Aaron looking good, man. Aaron looking
man,
good,
you look
bro.
fantastic, too, just as good as ever.
Man. I don't know who looks better.
I don't know
either. It's all good.
All I know is that I suddenly have a hankering for some double mint gum. I don't know why.
I'm looking at the screen and I keep forgetting which one I am.
I knew you guys would get a kick out of it. I've been thinking about this for like the last 2 weeks. I'm like, what do I got to do to make them laugh? What do I got to do to make them laugh? And then I was like, you know what? I got a bandana. I got a mullet wig. I got some sweet headbands. I got fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
I got a spiked bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
I got wristbands.
Yeah.
Aaron Camaro, baby.
I love
We're
it.
good to go.
You look so good.
Thanks, bro.
Well, and he's sporting the OG Decibel Geek T-shirt. Look at that thing. That thing's 10 years old.
And I should have not have bought a medium because I don't wear medium anymore. I should have got an XL. My man boobs are showing pretty fierce right now.
I figured I represent tonight too.
Nice.
I got my 10-year-old Merrill, Wisconsin shirt on because that's about as long as it's been since I've been home. I'm due for a visit and get me some more Blue Jay swag.
I haven't been home since we moved here, and that was in 2018. And then I found this.
Nice.
Chips hamburger.
All I freaking need right now is a chips burger, dude.
Yeah.
Craving it. Nothing like that around here.
They got the Blue Moon ice cream in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you gonna get that in Tennessee? It ain't happening.
Exactly. Callan PT Cruz. Give these guys that they have to like sign in or put their name or whatever.
Yeah,
so you know who's saying that.
Yeah, if you're commenting through Facebook, you've got to like click on something to give permission for StreamYard to see your name. So please do that. If not, you'll have to put your name at the end of your comment.
I'm getting faded tonight, boys. Just so you know.
Nice.
The wife's in downtown Nashville at some play called Mean Girls or something like that. And Junior's in the bedroom playing Fortnite with his boys, so I'm good to go.
Heck
Cool.
yeah.
So, well, give us the backstory. How long have you known Aaron Camaro?
It's been, I don't know, when did we start riding the school bus together? Like probably middle school, I'm guessing. Hey.
Yeah, somewhere around middle school.
Then
And then I remember art class in high school.
Yep. I remember rolling into the school bus, and I was the dude with the jean jacket on with the Walkman, just not paying attention to anybody in that entire bus. So I was just rocking out to Girls, Girls, Girls or whatever else. And you were the same dude. You were sitting in the corner of the school bus with the jean jacket, rocking out to whatever you did on your Walkman. But yeah, art class was a trip. That was, I think that was my junior year and your sophomore year, maybe.
Yeah, had to have been.
And I was friends with the art teacher's son. And I remember one day at lunch, he's like, Kal, my mom wants to know if you and Aaron are smoking pot at lunch. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, because when you guys get into class, all you do is laugh and screw around. And I was like, I don't know about him, but I wasn't supposed to be when I was a junior in high school. But I was looking at some of my old art stuff back in the day, and all you and I used to do is we would, like, if the art project was a watercolor or the art project was oil painting, we would always paint like Iron Maiden album cover or you know what I'm saying? It was always heavy metal related, while all these other idiots were doing trees and stupid other stuff. We're doing skulls and crossbones and like dead bodies, and you know, it was sick.
But we got A's. You know, that was the best part of it. You know, I went to that art teacher one time, and I was mad because whatever the project was, like I drew it on the school bus that morning, just ripped it together. And there was this girl in our class who's been working on this painting of this bass, you know, and it's this beautiful fish, and she's been working her ass off on it. And when the grade comes out, I get an A, and she gets like a B or a C. And so after class, I go to the teacher. I go, hey, that's bullshit. You know, I feel bad about it because that girl been working so hard on it. I said, it's bullshit. You know, how can you give her a B? And she goes, well, you know, it's okay. You know, it's B work, you know. And I said, that's not fair. You give me an A. And I come clean and I tell her, I scribbled that on a piece of paper on the school bus this morning and turned it in 2 hours later. You shouldn't give me an A and give her a B. You know, take away my A, give her the A. I'll take the B. And she was such a cool teacher. She was like, well, if it means that much to you, you know, I'll give her an A. But I want you to know, you know, do you think about this? As an art teacher, I've been doing this for a long time. How many bass do you think I've seen? And I was like, a lot. And she goes, and how many times do you think I've seen what you've drawn and turned in? I was like, never. And she's like, that's why you get an A.
She was super cool. She was a hippie from the 60s.
Yeah.
You know, she got it. You know,
Mrs. Wagner, the best teacher I ever had.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what kind of a kid was Aaron in school?
Aaron and I, we were buddies, but we weren't like super close.
Right.
But I would say that he was the dude that had a different Kiss shirt on every single day of the school year. And I am not exaggerating when I say that. It was, and his buddy, Jason, who was a super cool, laid back guy, he was the same exact way. And I mean this as like the biggest compliment in the world, but when Aaron and Jason were walking down the hall at school, it was like Wayne and Garth. It was like, hey, what's up? You know, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? And then you would talk to Jason, and he's really, really quiet, and he's kind of, you know, just introvert. You know what I mean? So it'd just be like, yeah, whatever. Just like, you know, just like Garth. But then, you know, Aaron's like, hey, you got to do this and you got to do that and blah blah blah. But it was cool. He was a lot like me. We were friends with everybody. We were friends with the jocks. We were friends with the skids. We were, you know, friends with the nerds. We just like music.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
That's one of the coolest things I've found as I become an adult and leave central Wisconsin and, live down in Tennessee and meet people from all over the world, is that it's a unique thing. Like in different parts, because you always got the jocks, you always got the nerds, you got the preps. Chris, when you grew up, what did they call the rock and rollers?
Like burnouts.
Burnouts.
Skids, yeah.
Yeah.
But for us, we were called skids.
Yeah.
That's what they called the rock and rollers in Wisconsin. There was the jocks, the preps, the nerds, the skids.
The chippers. Don't forget about the chippers.
Chippers.
That's too funny.
The chippers were the guys that actually hung out at, that was my dad's restaurant at the time. And if you didn't have a 4-wheel drive truck with at least a 6-inch lift and mutters on it, and you had to play either Jackal, AC/DC, or Ozzy out of your tape deck, you were not allowed to hang out in that parking lot. So
Well, I'm gonna blame Kal for this because he sent these to me. So if you're gonna get mad, Aaron, this is all his fault. So
I love you, buddy.
Yeah, he sent this to me and he wanted me to share it. There's Aaron in high school.
I haven't even seen that. I have no idea how old I'd be at that point.
You look high in that, just so you know.
You do look high in this picture.
Seem a little young to be smoking pot, but you never know.
Yeah, never know.
Well,
it was Merrill, Wisconsin, after all.
but one good turn does deserve another. So here's Kal back in those days.
You can see my mullet. I got the Jordan mock turtleneck with the Jordan weak ass leather varsity jacket. That was so fly back then. But that's weak as hell. Right now.
But then also Doug Fox, who paid for Kal to be on tonight. He's also not safe.
Yeah,
so there's Doug back.
All rocking the mullet.
And Doug was always a really cool guy too. I didn't really know him all that well, but I knew him well enough that I liked him. I know that.
He's cool.
The mullet game was strong with all three of you.
Yeah.
So we got to get my.
And that's the way the women loved it back in those days. We didn't all want to grow mullets. We just we wanted the girls to love us, and that was the way.
Yeah. Yep. Somebody's always saying, "What the fuck, Kal?" I don't know who that is.
I can't even imagine, dude. It could be a million people.
Yeah. The Moogers are here. Awesome. But
his headshot for auditioning for sitcoms in the early 90s.
I've got to get my buddy Wes that I grew up with and played drums in my band to come on, and we can do a whole bunch of embarrassing stuff to me on that episode. So I'm sure that's coming at some point.
Right on. Look forward to that.
Aaron, I mentioned to Chris maybe a Aaron Camaro lookalike contest at the next Rockin' Pod.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I think Cal's already sewn that one up already, though.
Yeah, man.
I got to get some platform shoes and a silver jumper, and I think I'm set, man.
Got to do it, man. You got to.
I don't know if I can paint my fingernails. That's just I can't go that far.
Or one time I was working at a wrestling show doing some announcing. I had my fingernails painted black, and the promoter's kid comes up to me in the locker room. He's like, "Why you paint your fingernails?" Then I said, "I want to be cool, like Ozzy." And he was like, "Who?" He was just this young kid. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah. And now you're cool like Machine Gun Kelly.
He stole it from all of us.
He did. I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, that guy gets to bang Megan Fox, so he's cool in some respects.
The words that were coming out of my mouth right there.
Yeah.
You gotta give him props, that's for sure.
And she seems like a mullet chaser too,
Could be. For sure.
Fingernails then.
Too funny. So we want to do some rock and roll show and tell?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kal, you're the guest. Why don't you do the honors? You get the first.
Okay.
First
how many things are we going to show? I guess
as many as you want.
Okay.
We're in no hurry.
Okay. Okay. First thing I want to talk about. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one thing that really pissed me off because I'm a big Motley Crue fan. I'm a big music fan. I'm a big vinyl fan. So Record Store Day, the last one they had the Motley Crue box set, the cassette
Right.
box set. Okay, I think it was like $60, and it
Mhm.
had the first five albums. The millennial morons that designed the packaging on this put a magnetic flap
I heard
on the
about
bottom
this.
of the box. So you know what happens to cassette tapes when there's a big fucking
Oh,
magnet on the bottom
Yep.
of the box?
Ruins them.
So there was a recall on it, but what Motley Crue did is you have to unpackage this and you have to send back whatever tapes did not fully work, and then they would send you that singular tape. So, because it's probably the first two tapes on the bottom, but I didn't
Mhm.
want to open mine. I didn't want to play it. It was just like a keepsake. So I'm
Right.
not going to rip this. So I don't even own a fucking cassette deck. So it's like, come on, dude, just give us a completely new box
Yeah.
set with
Yeah, don't be
without a
angry.
without a big magnet on it. So that kind of ticked me off. But it's really cool packaging, but it's useless, you know.
Yeah.
So
Somebody that had the idea to put that together didn't know about cassette tapes.
that's why I said millennial idiot. They've never had a cassette deck in their life.
It was before their
But-
time. They don't even know these things they're packaging.
Exactly.
They should package it with a pencil too.
Yeah. They're like,
Word.
hey, have you heard what we're working on today at work? It's these weird Motley Crue fidget spinners.
For
Oh
sure.
man. All right. So what else you got?
I know you mentioned my Pearl Jam.
Yeah, where I was
love
talking
Pearl Jam.
about that.
I don't know if you've ever seen the. I got these for Christmas from my son. It's the Pearl Jam Funkos.
Oh wow.
You can see that. It's pretty rare, and it's kind of cheesy. It's kind of a marketing scheme, but I thought it was pretty slick. So when I got that for Christmas, I was pretty stoked. So I got a lot of Pearl Jam posters, a lot of Pearl Jam, lot of stuff, a lot of expensive stuff. I got some autographs. I got a lot of autograph stuff. See if you guys dig any of this. This is an autographed Papa Roach Infest CD cover.
That's
with all
cool.
the members. I've had that for forever. This is Jack Black.
Oh nice.
Tenacious D's. This is super. This is like, I got all this stuff when I was like going to every possible concert I could back in the college days. This is Striper Reborn.
Nice.
With everybody's signature on it.
Right on.
That was a pretty cool concert. I didn't get a Bible. That was at not Eagles, Aaron, but the smaller one, the Rave.
Rave.
They were at the Rave, yeah. Yep. This is Chino from Deftones. I know you're not a big fan, Chris, but this is one of my favorite bands. This was an awesome find.
So cool to have the autograph. Not just the Adrenaline record still rules. I just don't like anything.
For sure. This is Aaron's favorite band.
Hoobastank?
Hoobastank.
that I got autographed. I don't even know. That was I don't even know where I got that thing, man. You all know this guy. You were talking about him on your last podcast. Jonathan Davis.
Nice. I like that.
He always signs HIV. And then you'll get a kick out of this one because you actually sent me this one, Chris. Remember this?
I do.
Mark Slaughter.
Yep.
When I submitted the question to Mark, what was it? How does it feel to have a all-time all-star wrestler or something as a father? Sergeant Slaughter. We all thought it was funny as fuck, but he kind of looked at you like, what?
It took him a second.
It took him a second, yeah.
And then he realized it, and then he was like, well, as a matter of fact, and he was related to somebody who was a professional wrestler, but I thought it was clever as hell. I couldn't wait. It's like you're interviewing Mark Slaughter, and it's like, okay, I got to think about all these important things to ask, but what's in my head? Ask the Sergeant Slaughter question. I just can't wait to ask the Sergeant Slaughter question.
And here's my, as far as autographed 8x10s go, this is probably my piece de resistance, if that's if I say it correctly.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Is that
Vanilla Ice?
Ice?
Word to your mother.
Where did you get that?
I got this from like a silent auction or something, probably 30 years ago. I don't even remember. It's got, I know these things don't mean shit, but it's got a certificate of, but I've had this thing forever.
But I mean, really, I mean, who's gonna forge a Vanilla Ice signature? I think you're safe.
Exactly. And then I got, let's see here. You may recognize this guy.
Who was that?
Guitar player, Pantera.
Oh, is that Dimebags?
This is a Dimebag guitar pick.
Wow.
I got this at the Eagles Ballroom in Milwaukee when Crowbar opened for them in 1994, maybe
Wow.
93. And after the show, I still do it to this day. After the show, wherever I'm standing on the floor, I walk all over the place and I look on the ground, and probably 5 times out of 10, you're going to find something cool. Maybe it's not a pick, but it could be a $20 bill, or it could be a joint, or it could be, you know what I mean? And then this one, I think, Aaron, I think you may have been at this show. I'm not positive, but this was the Native Tongue Tour where Poison, Damn Yankees, and Firehouse were played at Brown County Arena.
In Green Bay?
Yeah, Green Bay, yep. I found this laying on the floor at the end of the show, and it's Bret Michaels' pick from that.
Wow.
From that
cool.
concert.
Wow.
So I've got all sorts of stuff. I could do like 7 shows and just show you guys all sorts of ridiculous stuff. This is
awesome.
This is at the Eagles Club. It's 10 years. 7 Dust, yep.
Yeah.
10 years is what, from Knoxville. I got to go backstage, met the guys. It was really lame. I'm not going to lie. It was super lame. You could stand there and wave to them, and, you know, nothing was signed, nothing was whatever, but it's cool to have an all access laminate of,
sure,
you know, a show back in the day. So
that's cool.
But I got a couple other things, but you guys can go.
Oh, Aaron, what do you got this week?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing like that.
No, I don't. I've shown all my best stuff in past shows.
Yeah, I got a big one coming here, bro.
Right on. I just got a couple of CDs that I picked up. I got this one. I haven't heard it in forever.
Oh, I love that album.
Michael Monroe, nice.
Forget how good this was. This was the album that actually got me to check out Hanoi Rocks and bands like that, because I heard that song Dead Jailer Rock and Roll, and I was like, hell yeah, you know, that's badass. So I had this CD at one time, and somewhere over the years lost it and was always looking for it again, and I just recently found it. So I'm looking forward to jamming that. I jammed it a little bit earlier. It's good, man. Really good. We talked about this band last time we did Friday Night Live, and we talked about checking them out. I said I was looking for a certain album. Well, this is the one I found. So this is what I'll be playing.
Nice.
Montage 2.
You got to get that on vinyl, dude.
He doesn't do vinyl. I'm the vinyl guy. He's the CD guy.
Yeah.
I'm only going to do, because I'm working on figuring out like what kind of record player I want, you know, and what's going to sound good and all that. But then when I do, I'm only getting live albums. And so I've got a small collection of LPs, but they're all live albums. Everything else, studio albums or CD.
Well, I tell you what, that was my thought process going into this whole vinyl thing probably 8 or 9 years ago. And because I never did vinyl ever, because my dad had like the Eagles greatest hits and maybe Led Zeppelin, whatever, on the big console type thing that sat in your breezeway or your living room.
Yeah.
Everything I got behind me.
Yeah, dude. Everything was tapes for me. So and then CDs. And then when Pearl Jam started releasing a lot of their vinyl albums, or their albums on vinyl, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this. But I'm only gonna get albums that I can listen to when you drop the needle and it plays all the way through. You know what I mean? Because that's what kind of sucks about vinyl records, is if there's a handful of songs that you don't give a shit about, it sucks because it's such a pain in the ass to lift the needle up, and you know what I mean. So that was my goal, but after a while, it's like, you know what? I kind of like that record, and it's a good deal. I got to get it, and that was my philosophy like 3-4 years ago. And then now, if you shop vinyl records, it is insane. The prices on stuff, things that I bought 5 years ago for like $14 are now like $40.
Yep.
It's absolutely crazy. Perfect example is, I didn't even know it, but the Alice in Chains Unplugged, I bought that at Barnes and Noble probably 4 or 5 years ago for $25 or $29, whatever it is. That's a $250 record right now.
Wow.
It is insane.
Crazy.
Well, to put that in perspective, that's what I was going to show you guys here. Is I was listening to this today. One of my favorites.
Dog eat dog.
Try to find this on vinyl right now.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I'm
I had to get
printed any.
I had to get this overseas, and I think I don't even want to tell you what I paid for it because you're gonna think I'm a fucking idiot. But
yeah, probably like what I had to pay for Blue Murder overseas to get that one too.
It's amazing.
Well, and that's the other thing for CDs too. You know, my wife found Unblackened by Black Label Society and was looking at it on LP for her dad, and it was like $40. And I was like, hey, this has got studio tracks on it I've never heard before. So the next time I'm in the CD store, I go look, and the B's, there it is, $7. I got the CD.
Yeah.
And the thing now is, like, a lot of the modern records are pressed from the digital anyways. It's literally, you're listening to the same exact thing as a CD.
Yeah.
And the CD is going to sound better because it's not going to crackle and skip and, you know, whatever. But
man,
like this,
it's cool as hell to have the freaking Dog Eat Dog on vinyl. I can't.
Well, look at this one, dude.
Those.
Flesh and Blood.
This is super, super rare too.
Yep.
And for bonus points, whose arm is this tattoo on?
Brett. I don't know.
You interviewed him.
Oh, is that Ricky?
That's Ricky's arm, man. Come on.
We failed.
He was wearing a tank top when you interviewed him, right?
No, I guess
and
not.
Then, all right, Aaron, this is probably one of my favorite records in my collection. It took me 2 years to find this. This bitch is impossible to find.
Yeah, I bet.
This thing is so good. So good.
I've never seen any of those on LP anywhere.
You won't.
No, Cecil, that's Crack a Smile.
I don't have that. And then this one cracks me up. I listened to this today.
Yes.
I had this this is a repress, or it's actually a bootleg. It's unofficial, but it sounds fantastic. I bought this record at Inner Sleeve in Wausau.
Yeah.
As I was going to buy the Soundgarden album that was coming out that same time.
Down on the Upside?
No, the one before that. Super Unknown.
Yeah.
Yep. So I saw the LP sitting there for like $16.99, and I knew the whole John Corabi era, and I knew all that stuff was like probably going to be a short time thing because it wasn't getting a lot of hype. So I grabbed it. So I had an original copy of this back in '94. And my fucking sister sold it at a rummage sale when I left for college with all of my concert t-shirts, all my Panteras, all my Metallicas, I had them in a box. She sold all that shit when I left for college. But the reason why I show this is look at the back of the cover. This is how terrible they did this. Look at the lead singer on this.
Got Vince. Wow.
Isn't that, like, come on, like whoever's doing the marketing or the research on these things, do it right. Like,
that's
it doesn't take
sad.
At least they have the inner sleeve correct.
Yeah, that'd be funny if that was Vince too.
Wow.
But I saw Vince on this thing, and I think I paid like $50 or $60 for this thing. But it sounds fantastic. But I saw Vince Neil on the back of this, and I was like, You got to be kidding me. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a conversation piece. It's you almost want to buy it just because
Exactly.
it's so oddball, you know.
Exactly. They did a rerun of it, and now they fixed it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's worth a little bit more now, but
sure, yeah, because that makes
what
it
if?
rare, I'm sure.
Yeah. So is that all you had this week, Aaron?
Oh, I got two more.
Okay, go for
You
it.
ever heard of a band called Razor?
I haven't.
Apparently, they're part of what they consider like Canada's big four thrash, and it's good. It's really good. It reminds me of like kind of like our big four thrash with Metallica and Slayer and all that.
Sorry to interrupt, but Darren, it's probably going to be this bad boy. I've been doing Saturday morning spin for almost 3 years now. Every single Saturday, I pick a record out of my collection and I post it, and I have never repeated one album. So take a look at it. Scroll through it, but I've never done this one. I've gotten some new Iron Maiden stuff recently, and which I was hoping and praying this to be a smart ass. I purchased Vinnie Vincent All Systems Go. I bought it 2 weeks ago, and I still have not received it.
So Vinnie Vincent's the distributor, right?
He must be. So I was so pissed that I didn't receive it for the show because I wanted to be a smart ass and show it to you, but
that's fine.
I never got it.
I still listen to it.
Well,
I look at it.
It's not going to have a P in it.
Yeah, I look at it as like a poor
It'll be empty.
a poor man's Slaughter album is what I look at it as. So, but
right on. I got one more here.
The new 8-Ball.
8-Ball.
Brand new 8-Ball album. These guys came and played at Rocket Pod a few years back. They were awesome. They're good friends of the show. They keep getting better and better. It's just classic, good old kick-ass hard rock music, It's kind of throwback to when we were kids. Like if this was coming out in 88, they might have been huge, but they sound good now. The production's great. They got a great band. Great dudes. New album. Check that out.
Yeah, I got my copy this week too. So I've just got one thing this week, and I spoiled it on Facebook, but I'll share it here. I got the Minefield album on vinyl, which is
I'm not familiar with that. I gotta check that out.
That's my number one Decibel Geek album of 2021.
It's Todd and Matt. Todd from Slash's band, Matt Starr from Ace's band, and Jeremy Asbrock from Ace's band, and then Brandon Fields, who really put the whole project together and did most of the writing. It's really great stuff.
Oh,
I'm writing that down. I'm gonna check that out.
It's so good, man. The whole album is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. That's like Patrick Breen. Vinny doesn't even show up in record or CD form.
I got Avatar. I don't know if you guys are Avatar fans.
I've heard of this band for years, but I've never really checked out their music. They're pretty good, huh?
So amazing live. Like, Aaron, there's this place called it's not around anymore really, but the QNZ Expo, I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
They would get Mushroom Head, Dope, Metal Church, Dokken, Avatar, Machine Head. It was the place only holds like 400 people.
Was that out there by the council grounds?
No, it's like just outside of like, it's probably 2 miles from like Eli's Mile High.
Okay.
Like out in the Weston area. It's this old shitty school, like an old Scott school that they turned into a music venue where the stage is part of the gymnasium.
Okay.
So when you go to order your beer, you like go like into the cafeteria and it has this stainless steel fucking thing where you'd put it's the coolest music venue in the world. Mushroom Head, like they go there every single time they get an opportunity, but all the politics and all the BS in Merrill is like, or in Wassa is changing it. And then this is probably another one of my piece de resistance. I got a autographed Taylor Swift CD. You try to find one. I'm serious, you guys.
Did you get that personally signed?
You try to find one of these fucking things. This is impossible. This is crack for a 12-year-old girl.
Did you get it personally autographed, or did you find it like that?
I got that from my Luna girls at Luna Record Shop in Franklin, Tennessee.
I
They
like that
held one
place.
for me, and that place is the best. Those girls are so damn cool. And that's funny. Were you guys talking about Steve Vai the last episode too?
Yeah.
I went in there probably must have been 6 months to a year ago, and Steve Vai walked in there back in the COVID days where you still had to have your mask on.
Yeah.
And he asked one of the associates, and he was talking in like the third person. He's like, "Do you have any Steve Vai records here?" And the girl or the dude was like, "Who?"
Oh no.
And he got all pissed. So he was flipping through the records. I think he was in like the soundtrack thing, and he found that the Ralph Macchio.
The Crossroads.
The Crossroads with Ralph Macchio, and then Steve Vai is the devil or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And he grabs that out of the thing, and he's like, "This is me. This is me."
For real?
Yeah, dude. This is the story that I was told from one of the associates at that. You know what I mean? But it was like, dang, bro, you're still relevant in the music world. You don't have to like, make it so apparent and so whatever. But
wow.
I got one more.
What do you expect them to do? Be like, oh, well, Mr. Vi,
yeah,
put some out on the
exactly.
shelf. What do you supposed to do?
Chris, you guys are talking about this guy too.
I'm Steve Vai. Do I get a discount?
Do you recognize this album?
Yeah, it's a Korn album.
Yep.
Is that
the autograph on there?
Is that Brian Welch?
No, that's Ray
Luzier.
Yeah. Ray Luzier. Yep. He lives about a mile up the street from me.
Oh wow, nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. This was another one of the Luna Record Shop things. They did like a meet and greet type thing, and ask some questions and do some trivia and stuff. And I answered like 4 out of his 5 sponsors or something like that, which I was just guessing. And okay, I'll admit it. I had his Wikipedia up on my phone, so I knew all his sponsors. So when I'm naming off his sponsors, everybody else is like, "How do you know that? How do you know that?" So it's like, sweet, I get an autograph record from Ray Luzier.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Graveyard Train. Haven't heard of that one.
I have this drumstick I got this at a concert from this really shitty Canadian band.
Rush? No, I'm just kidding.
Rush. Neil Parrott. No, this thing is like from Local H or fucking Tough or something like that.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, it's like firewood to me if you want it. No, I think I got this from Seven Dust from Morgan Rose. One of the shows. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I think one of y'all have this guitar because I think I've seen it before, but anybody that collects guitars or likes heavy metal has to have a Warlock.
A Warlock. Aaron's got one.
You gotta have a Warlock.
It's right over there.
I've got a Mockingbird. Nice. It's also BC Rich.
It is the baddest ass design guitar in the frickin' world.
Yeah.
So I can play about 4 songs on it. I can play Iron Man. I can play Rocky Like a Hurricane.
Well, that's just it. That's
what my heart.
All that guitar is
all the same thing. It's one chord and you just move your fingers up and down the fretboard. I suck. I admit it. I suck. But
that's the beauty of a BC Rich guitar, like a Warlock plugged into a little Marshall amp. You don't have to know how to play anything because you can still make it sound damn cool.
Exactly. You just look cool.
Yeah.
And then
this
is my last one, unless you want to show those beer labels, Chris. But
yeah, we'll do that.
This is my last one, and this thing is fucking sick. This was a birthday present, probably 10 or so years ago from my wife. You see that, Aaron?
Oh, it's a Sandbomb guitar.
This is a sand bomb.
Nice.
Jeff, this is a one-off sand bomb that he made when he was in the what's the luthier school
Luthier.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Luthier school. And then what my wife did is I had a autographed pick guard of Mike McCready,
Nice.
the lead guitarist of Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
So I literally have a one-of-a-kind sand bomb custom-made guitar with Mike McCready's fucking autograph on it.
That's fucking awesome.
Is that sick or what?
Yeah.
And does this thing look like just a standard Fender Strat? Like this? It's
Telecaster.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Telecaster. My bad.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
Now I've never heard of Sandbomb Guitars. Is that a Wisconsin?
Sandbomb. Jeff Sandbomb is a guy from Merrill who was one of the guitar legends of Aaron and my era.
Yeah.
He was in multiple metal bands from probably 7th, 8th grade all the way. He still plays guitar. He owns a guitar shop in the town, does lessons, still makes guitars. He's a beast. So for me to have one of his one-of-a-kind guitars that he made when he was going to school is like precious to me.
Yeah. Bomb was the coolest. I remember being like a teenager and into being a young man and piddling around in bands with guys that couldn't really play very well and trying different things and trying to get a band going and just being like looking at Sandbomb and be like, if I could just have a band with that guy, if I was good enough, if I was only good enough to be in a band with that guy, we could be as big as Guns N' Roses. You know, that's how good Sandbomb was, and that's how revered and respected that guy is, man. If there is such a thing as probably like the award for greatest guitar player in Merrill, Wisconsin history, you'd probably have to give it to Sandbomb.
Oh, hands down. And nicest guy.
And nicest guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, sweetheart of a dude. And I remember probably years ago I played the CD, the Mad Ones. And everybody, we had a really great response to that on the show. And yeah, they were great.
Do you remember 6 Pound Sledge?
Shit, yeah, I remember 6
Oh, motherfucker. That
band was good. I've got like the first pressing of the first album. It's got like a printed paper sleeve in it. All these years. I stole it from Z104 when I worked there.
Oh.
And I still got it. And those songs are so good.
Hell yeah.
I'll play that sometime.
I remember creeping into the VU, all faded, and then like you see Mutt. Remember Mutt, like just growling like a beast, just raw in this little shitty bar, and that place was just hopping. Yeah. You know, in all honesty, I think that's probably the last time that I saw you in person. Is we were sitting at the bar having a couple kamikazes, and that had to be like 2001, maybe. I don't even remember when you left. It's probably earlier than that, even. But
probably right around that time. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Cal when we were testing out this the StreamYard and everything. I was like, you fucking live in Franklin. Why are we not hanging out having beers together? At the very least, we should do that, you know? And come on. I want to hear some I love hearing all these high school stories and shit, you know? It's cool.
Yeah, Aaron, like I was saying to Chris earlier, is we moved here in, I think, November of 2018. And I had every intention of going to Rockin' Pod the following year, but my kid had a baseball tournament. As he's telling me, what do you need, bro?
Can you tell this guy that you're on a call with a famous person because he doesn't believe me?
No, my son wants to know. My son is telling his friends on Fortnite that I'm on the phone with a famous person right now. And he doesn't believe him. Andrew or Evan, I'm talking to the Decibel Geek bros. These guys are like big time. If you want to do a screenshot or something and just be like, what's up? That's fine. But we're in a pretty heated music. Come here.
No.
Come here.
No.
Come here.
No.
Get over here.
You get on camera. There's an audience of 25 watching.
This is Evan.
Hey.
He's a rocker.
Yeah.
Those are some like serious headphones he's got on.
Oh, dude. I spend more on his Fortnite account and his gaming stuff than I spend on myself. It's insane. Those headphones I think were $150.
Jesus.
It's insane.
He needs to be blasting some Pantera through those from time to time at least.
For sure. What the hell are we talking about? Deja vu. Denny.
Yes. Yep.
Biggest badass in the world.
Yeah. I remember I would go in there before I was 21, and I'd go in with people I knew, and then I'd kind of hang out, and they'd buy me a beer, and he had Guns N' Roses pinball in there, and I'd go over, and I'd play the Guns N' Roses pinball, and eventually one of my friends would bring me a beer. Next thing I'd be drinking, and then I'd be ordering, and I'd be good to go. And then one time I let it slip. I was like, "Yeah, man, my birthday's tomorrow. We're gonna come out here, we're gonna drink some beer, we're gonna have some fun." You know, he's like, "Awesome, man. How old are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm finally turning 21." And he's like,
"You've been coming in here for 6 months. What the fuck?"
Exactly, yeah.
I remember when we would come in there with some of the dudes. Scotty Haas would be one of them.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah.
And we would order kamikaze shots by the pitcher. Like then he would just go, and he would just line up like 40 shots of commies, and all the frickin' Deja Vu rowdies would just grab them. And dude, those are the good old days. That shit doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I couldn't live like that now.
Oh no. No, I'm probably, these are gone. I had 2 more before this, so
Oh,
I'm gonna be.
Now, if Denny or Tracy were here and they were mixing them, I'd probably have a few kamikazes, but otherwise,
they don't taste the same. Yeah, you're right.
Never, ever, never as good as that place.
I agree.
The bar was called
100%.
Deja Vu. Most people think of the strip club, but it was just a straight up rock bar. It was the rock bar in Merrill, Wisconsin. #1 coolest bar probably ever in that town.
Have you ever in your life seen a better jukebox?
No,
No,
not
a chance.
Could have used a little more Kiss, I think, but you know, Denny hated Kiss, so they didn't get a whole
smart man. Very smart man. Yeah.
We can't have Aaron in here just coming in here and fucking playing Kiss all night, every night, all the time.
Oh man, my hair. I gotta get a haircut. Oh.
It's easy for you to get a haircut. You just take the fucking bandana off and you're good.
That's true. Don't let the world know that, Chris. Come on, bro.
Yeah, you and Paul Stanley.
After the show.
Me and Fred Durst. Oh, speaking of that, did you guys check out the new Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
No, I haven't checked it out.
There's some good songs on it. I'm sorry, there's some shit on it, but there's a couple good riffs. There's a couple good tracks. You know, if you even kind of like Limp Bizkit, you should at least entertain listening to it as well. I think
it's pretty cool. I've listened to it a couple of times. It you know, yeah, it definitely has more of their old school vibe to it. You know, so like sure. I'll give it credit. It's not quite up on the level of the first 2 records, but it's up. It's better than what was it? Results May Vary. I didn't like that one at all.
The very first song has a crunchy guitar riff on it by Wes. I just love
Brandon
that very
Fields.
first song.
I showcased your album, Brandon. I don't know if you.
Spotted Cow.
There it is.
Bad memories of that.
We had Spotted Cow at Sirius's studio.
We went up to Sirius XM to see Luke Carl, and he goes, "You guys want a beer?" And he comes back, and he's like, "These are all I got." I was like, "Holy shit, Spotted Cow!" You know, he's like, "Oh, you know this stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, give me that."
You don't like it?
For me, no, it's too sweet for me. No, it reminds me of Blue Moon too much. I can have like 1 or 2 of them, but I can't sit there and suck them down all night.
What are you drinking tonight? Points?
Glass. Come on, dude. Glass and old style. No, I got
a couple of cases of red, white, and blue in the back.
Voodoo Ranger.
Oh yeah, right.
One of my favorites.
I used to love that one.
Yeah. We went back to visit one time, and we went out to my dad's, and we got in the garage and opened up his refrigerator, and it's full of Blatz. And it's like, what? You know, I would go to him, like, why are you drinking Blatz? You know, he's like, I got that so you guys wouldn't drink all my beer. And it's like, so you would rather suffer and drink Blatz than to share good beer with your kids. What the hell?
If Blatz is really, really cold and you're desperate for a beer, it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because I don't know if you follow I'm sure you don't. I don't even know why I do. But there's this place called In-N-Out Liquor Store in Merrill where it's like remember the old car wash right across the street from Family Video?
Yeah.
Chamois Shine.
Yeah.
They turn that into a drive-through liquor store, and it's called In-N-Out Liquor Store, and they are selling 18 packs of Blatz for $4.99 until they're gone.
18 beers for $4.99. That tells you how good it is.
Exactly, but living in frickin' Tennessee, that's a fucking steal because
that's a deal.
I almost fell over when I saw the 10% alcohol tax where I live, and it's in Franklin, Williamson County. I was just at the liquor store today. I bought 3 of these from the fridge, and then I bought a 9-pack of these.
No.
$27.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's a 10 or 11% alcohol tax in Williams County. It's insane.
It's Tennessee for you, I guess.
It's expensive to get drunk.
I think that's why nobody does it.
I only know about Blatz because like my dad grew up in Milwaukee and was a follower of the Milwaukee Braves when they were based out of there. Yep. And I've got like some old like game programs, and Blatz was the beer sponsor for the Milwaukee Braves. And I like, there's like advertising everywhere. I'm like, wow, Blatz must have been a very popular beer. But now that you tell me, it's like, it's kind of like the Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee. It sounds like.
Not even. It's probably
not even.
Like it's like the Zima of Milwaukee. Aaron, how do you keep your hair to stay straight? Do you put a conditioner in there, or because I'm having a hell of a time with it.
Little hair drying action,
Hair dryer. Okay.
I got a wife who's a practicing beautician.
Oh, nice. Does she do Brazilian waxes?
Yeah, man. Come on over. I'll cut you
nah.
It took a weird turn really quick.
My wife won't even look at my chode, let alone a stranger. No fucking way.
So you Merrill people are like a lot closer than I expected. Jesus.
Well, 10,000 people, you get to know everybody a little bit too closely, I guess.
Yeah. And it's cold, so you got to keep close together.
Yeah, this is it's like almost like a weird version of This Is Your Life for Aaron tonight.
Oh, it's great, man. I'm proud of where I grew up.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm happy to be gone at the same time. You know?
Exactly. When did you move to Tennessee? Like, what year was it?
2003, I want to say, between 3 and 4, right around in there.
Why? What compelled you to do it?
My mom and my brother were both living down here. And, after I worked at Z104 and then I DJ'd at Showtime and all that, it was like, when I left Z104, I went to Showtime. I'm like, this is okay because it's fun and it's way better money, like way, way better money than what I was making at the radio station. But then I came down to visit one time to Nashville, and I came back and I told my boss at the club, it's like, hey, I'm putting in my 2-month notice. And he was like, no, it was 3 months. I was like, I'm putting in my 3-month notice. He's like, what do you mean? 3-month notice. I said, because at the end of 3 months, I'm moving to Tennessee. And so then from those 3 months, I just started saving everything I could, saving up all my money, and then came down and stayed with my brother for a little bit and then moved on from there. But yeah, just, I felt like, what else can I do here?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Exactly.
I'm going to end up back in a wood window factory or something, and I don't want to do that. I want to do something more. When I came down here, it was like, wow, there's so many different opportunities down here in Nashville that you'd never see in Merrill. And for a guy like me, coming from the radio up there, it's like, what else can I do? You can't get no better than Z104 really for what I wanted to do. And so then it was like, yeah, as soon as I came down here and saw it, I was like, that's where I need to be.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I am too. It's like I'm not leaving.
How did you wind up in Nashville?
We lived in Wausau. I was working for a big wholesaler called Krieger Wholesale for the last 10 years. I was importing like $12 million in flowers every year. Super strict. Like right now, 5 years ago, February 11th, I'd be so fucking stressed out and freaking out right now just about the flowers and whatever. But my wife, she is super smart. She's super awesome. She's super dedicated, you know, blah, 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 blah. She got an opportunity to work at HCA in Brentwood / Nashville here. And they gave us basically a offer we couldn't refuse, you know, and it was one of those things where it's like, fuck it, let's go. Let's check it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, sweet, you know? So it's been quite the transition because especially when you have young kids, or we have one young child, you know, pulling them out of school and putting them in a new school and learning a new city and all that bullshit. That's stressful. That's hard on parents, but he acclimated really, really well. And my wife's crushing it here. My son's crushing it. I'm just chilling. I'm like a stay-at-home dad right now. You know, it's pretty boring, but I stay busy, you know, with all of the sports and in this whole COVID thing where they're at school for a month and then they're at home for a month or two and then they're back at school it's like, it sucked, but we're past that point now. So hopefully things are going to change a little bit, but everything's good. I love it here. It was 70 degrees today.
I know.
Yeah, it's so nice out.
We had tornado winds, but
no shit.
Those fucking winds were
like
insane.
Tomorrow night and the next night it's supposed to be up in the teens again at night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Tennessee. You don't. The funny thing they always say in Tennessee is if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and check again.
Yeah, that'll change.
It might be different.
Sure.
Yeah, my brother's about to move back here from California, and you know they don't really have seasons out there because it's just warm all the time. And he's like, I can't wait to experience seasons again. I was like, you say that now, but you're gonna change your mind after a couple of months. I know you are. But yeah,
that's probably the one thing that kind of bugs me, and I'm sure that bugged everybody. Like when I moved here, was like, oh great, more people from the Midwest are coming here. Oh great, more people from the East are coming. Because you kind of get that look on people's faces, like, oh man, they look at your license plate on your car and it's like, fuck, another California person is coming here. You know what I mean? It's just the housing prices are going up and everything.
These fucking cheeseheads, man.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
It's like all these assholes from Chicago. You know, it's all this money. It's
I used to drive for Lyft, and like that, I couldn't believe how many people moved here from Chicago. It was like 80% of my clients. I was like, "Where are you from?" I moved here from Chicago. I was like, "Wow, you Chicago people moving here? It's crazy."
I wore my son had a basketball game yesterday, and I had my Chicago Cubs hat on because I'm a big Cubs fan. I had 2 people come up to me and be like, "You from Chicago? We just moved here from Chicago," and I'm like, "No, I'm not from Chicago." And good for you. You know what I mean? I'm kind of over it, man. I hate to be that guy, but because it's just weird. This place is exploding.
Yeah.
It's just, you were smart, Aaron. You moved here way before the curve.
Yeah, I got to see it.
You got acclimated. You got to see it.
I got to make friends with everybody before everybody else got here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
so adopted Tennessean now.
So Aaron, are we doing bracket brawl and beat the geek, or what are we doing tonight?
No bracket brawl this week.
Okay,
we're just doing beat the geek.
All right, so
per the challenge laid down by Cal.
So this is against Chris and I.
Yep.
And you're doing the questions.
You got it.
Let's put a.
Yes, beat the geek, the greatest game show of all time.
Let's put a little wager on this, Chris.
Okay.
The loser The loser sends the winner a piece of their music memorabilia. Doesn't have to be anything super expensive. Doesn't have to be anything. Just grab something cool out of your stash if you lose and send it to me. And if I lose, I will grab something cool, a record or
Vanilla Ice autograph.
yeah.
Oh, you can keep.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I don't want anything Vinnie Vincent. No, that doesn't count.
That'd be funny. You send me All Systems Go when it shows up. I'm like,
That's
oh,
the
great.
funny thing because I already know what Cal's going to get, and it's a giant fucking Vinnie Vincent poster.
I do have a big autographed Vinnie Vincent poster. I have no idea what to do with.
He's
But
been
yeah.
I've seen
He's been
I've seen
trying to get
pictures of
somebody
it.
to take that off his hands forever, and nobody wants it.
I've also got a T-shirt he gave me for free. I think it was the one time he gave something away for free. I do have that.
Must have been an accident.
Yeah, I know. He was
So
high
just
that day.
let's do like just a mystery prize.
Okay.
Of
Yeah,
the loser sends the winner a mystery prize of music merch or a vinyl record or whatever.
But there's a caveat to that because we're doing all this shit through StreamYard. We all live several miles apart. The loser has to give the winner the prize in person, and we all have a beer together.
Oh, deal.
Okay, let's do that.
Maybe we even film the presentation for an upcoming episode of Friday.
We can do that.
I'll tell you what, I got to come see you guys because there's no such thing as a bar in Franklin. There's
a few bars out there. I used to work out there.
I've never seen one. There's a bar in the grocery store, but it's been closed since I've lived here.
You've got Tin Roof is still out there, right?
I'm not familiar with that. That's more of a restaurant, though, isn't it?
I used to work in Cool Springs, so
okay.
There's a few bars out there.
Oh yeah, well, there's like Granite City Pub and stuff
Granite
like that,
City. Yeah,
I consider those more of restaurants.
Maybe
I got you.
We ain't trying to drive to Franklin anyway. Every time I pull that old rusty Camaro into Franklin, I get pulled over.
We'll find a place to meet up.
No, that's a deal. I like that.
All right.
That's a deal.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so it's been a minute since we've played Beat the Geek. It's been a long time, as a matter of fact. We started doing bracket brawl and having fun doing other stuff. But tonight, Kal laid down the challenge to Chris, and he wanted to bring back Beat the Geek. Well, I got it. I just got to open it up on the old documents. Oh, I got some good questions, too. Kiss round, all that good stuff.
Kiss round? What?
There's always a kiss round. Always a kiss round.
There better be a Motley Crue round then.
There's no Motley Crue. Maybe inadvertently.
Or a Pearl Jam round.
All right. So here we go. Beat the Geek, the return. I've got pen. I've got paper. I got paper.
Is this multiple choice? I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Chris. We got Kal. Going at it on Beat the Geek.
Uh-oh, he's serious. He's got the sunglasses on.
He's like a poker player. He don't want you to know if he knows the answer or not, because that's part of the game. So here's the deal. I'm going to ask 11 questions because this game show goes to 11. 11 questions. We're going to go back
to 11.
I'm going to start with Chris because he is the geek officially. I'm going to ask him the question. Before he answers, I'm going to ask Kal if he thinks Chris knows it or not. Kal can bet against him or decide to let him slide. If Chris gets it right, 2 points. If he gets it wrong and Kal bet against him, Kal gets a point. If Kal doesn't bet against him, Chris gets it wrong, nobody gets any points. Kiss round, double the points. Are you guys
Quick question
for Beat the Geek?
Can you make that any more complicated? Just no? Okay.
I don't think so.
We've done it with several drunk people. You'll be fine.
Trust me. We used to do this with Rock and Ron all the time.
Oh, okay. Then I'm fine.
And he had Jaeger bombs for 2 hours before we got to it. So you'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Deal.
All right. So the first question in Beat the Geek goes to Chris. The Killer Dwarfs were formed in 1981 in Ontario, Canada. They have released 6 studio albums over the span of their career. They made it onto the U.S. Top 200 album charts twice, but only charted in their homeland once. What is Canada's favorite Killer Dwarfs album?
Oh.
Chris loves the Killer Dwarfs. I know that's true, but I don't know if he knows this. I'm going to give him
Got
four.
him behind me.
I'm going to give him 4 albums. He's going to tell me which one is the most popular Killer Dwarfs album in their homeland of Canada. Cal, based on that knowledge, do you want to bet against Chris or not?
I know you guys are pretty tight with that crowd. So
We're tight with the Dwarfs crowd.
yeah, yes you are. I've seen you guys party with. Haven't you had beers with those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not betting against that. He's gonna get this.
All right, Chris, you're not being bet against.
All right.
Here are the choices: 1990's Dirty Weapons, 1988's Big Deal, 1986's Stand Tall, or 1992's Method to the Madness, the only Killer Dwarfs album to have charted in Canada.
So fucking easy.
Well, I've got Stand Tall behind me, but I know it's not that one. I'd have to go with Dirty Weapons.
I don't have the sound effects. Man, that's incorrect.
Yeah.
You should have bet against him, but you didn't. He got it wrong. The only album to chart on the Canada Top Albums chart was 1988's Big Deal.
Oh, Big
It
Deal.
only went to 90.
That's a shame.
Always thought Killer Dwarfs were bigger in Canada.
Those guys are super cool. Like back in the Headbangers Ball days. Like
Yeah.
talk about a fun, cool, just metal band. You know what I mean?
Should have
They
been
just-
much bigger. Yeah.
hell yeah, I agree.
They were good, and like you said, they were fun. You know, I like the Killer Dwarfs. I had Stand Tall when I was a kid on LP. I wonder what that's worth nowadays.
That's what I got behind me. Stand Tall.
back there. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right there.
Oh, that's what you're gonna send me when I beat you. Nice.
I know it's not. I worked hard to get that album.
First question, no points awarded. 0-0.
All right.
Second question goes to Cal, and it goes a little something like this. Tiger Tail
Hit.
are a band from Cardiff, Wales. Their 1990 album Berserk made it to the top 40 on the UK album charts, and it featured the song Love Bomb Baby. Which legendary keyboardist plays on that album? It's the Tiger Tails, it's Berserk. It's that awesome song. It's a pretty damn good album for what it is.
What year?
It's got a legendary guitarist on it. It came out in 1990. Chris, do you think Cal knows who the legendary keyboardist is on that Tiger Tails album, or do you want to bet against him?
I'm just going to go ahead and be bold today. I'm going to bet against him.
All right, Cal, you are being bet against. There will be points awarded on this. And your choices are Don Airey, John Lord, Gary Corbett, Ray Manzarek. Which one of those keyboards played on the 1990 Tiger Tails album, Berserk?
I may be wrong on this, but I know the impact and affliction that this fucking dude has on you guys, so I'm going Gary Corbett.
That is incorrect.
Damn it!
The keyboardist that plays on that album by the Tiger Tails is Don Airey.
That's what I was
I-
thinking it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would never got
right.
that.
Well, you were bet against and you got it wrong. So Chris Sinzak gets your point.
Nice.
1-0 Geek in the lead. And the question goes back to Chris. In 1987, Black Sabbath traveled a long ways to play 6 big shows in a country that rarely hosted international acts. Instead of being praised for sharing the medal with those who had none, they were heavily criticized for playing those shows in which country? 1987, Black Sabbath, they think they're doing something good. Turns out people don't like it. Cal, do you think Chris knows what country this took place in? Or do you want to bet against him?
Can I hear the answers first?
Nobody hears the choices till the
Nah,
bet
I
is
know.
made.
I'm going to bet against.
All right, Chris. Stakes just got a little bit higher. You are being bet against. 1987, Black Sabbath goes and does shows. People go, boo, don't do that. Was it North Korea, Israel, Saudi Arabia, or South Africa?
Whew.
Shouldn't have bet against me. It was South Africa. It was Sun City.
Ah,
That is correct.
Good
That
job,
was
dude.
back when
Nice.
the apartheid was still going on. All right, Chris, you got it right. And you were bet against. 2 points to the geek. That brings it up real quick. 3-0. Cal, time to turn it around. Question's yours. Rolf, Magnus, Joachim, maybe Joachim, must be Joachim, Larson. Let me say that for you one more time. Rolf, Magnus, Joachim, Larson. He's better known by what name? Chris, I don't know if you've ever heard that name. You might know it, you might not, but
Larson?
what you need to know is if Cal knows it or not. Do you want to bet against Cal, or do you think he knows it?
I'm just gonna be bold. I'm gonna bet against him every time. We'll see how it goes.
Chris is up 3-0. He's feeling bold.
I'm getting a physical prize if I win, so I'm gonna go ahead and bet against him.
Chris is going wide open. Once again, Cal, the name Rolf Magnus Joachim Larson. Is that King Diamond, Joey Tempest, Bobby Dahl, or Tracy Guns?
Can you repeat the selections, please?
King Diamond, Joey Tempest, Bobby Dahl, Tracy Guns.
I know which one I think it is.
It's the second one.
Joey Tempest?
Yes.
That is correct.
No, you got it.
All right, you got it right, and you were bet against.
2 points.
2 points for Cal, brother. That puts you right back in the game.
I ain't superstitious. No.
Great solo on that song.
That's about the only thing good about that song.
It's not bad. It's okay.
All right. Bringing it back. Here we go. This is looking like a good game so far. Next question goes to Chris. In 1981, Tom Araya, Jeff Lombardo, Jeff Hanneman, and Kerry King formed a band in Huntington Park, California. When deciding what they should name themselves, they whittled it down to 2 choices. One was Slayer. What was the other? Cal, do you think Chris knows what almost became Slayer's name before they chose Slayer ultimately? Or do you want to bet against him?
Dang.
2-3. You got some.
Yeah.
You got to make something up here.
Chris is a encyclopedia of hard rock and heavy metal, but I think he's slightly lacking in the thrash world. I may be wrong, and I'm not saying that to disrespect you, but I'm gonna go into you.
How dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because everybody knows Beat the Geek is such a respectful game.
So he's betting
gonna go
against
again.
me. All
So
right.
you're going to bet against him. All right, Chris, pressure's on. You got the lead, but can you hold it? Your choices, it came down to Slayer or this.
Okay.
Probably a good thing they went with Slayer.
Yeah.
Your choices are Wings of Fire, Bat Demon, Mengele, or the Blades of Death. It could have been one of them, but they went with Slayer. I think they made the right choice.
Jesus, all of these are horrible.
Again?
Yeah, repeat them again for me.
All right, your choices are Wings of Fire, Bat Demon, Mengele, Blades of Death.
Mengele.
That is incorrect. Boom. No, it was either going to be Slayer or Wings of Fire.
Well, they made the right
Good choice, boys. Good choice, boys.
I was thinking, you imagine the poor people they're trying to you're like W.
And
Oh man, I got
yeah.
a long ways to go.
Yeah, no shit. And for those of you that are, I can see that there are comments, but I'm purposely not looking because I don't want to cheat.
Oh,
So
you guys are trying to help cheat? Don't.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know if
don't you
that.
dare.
I don't know if they are or not. It just says 6 comments, but I'm trying to be
Okay.
have integrity about this.
You guys turn off your comments.
So I'm not looking at the comments.
Okay,
It just
all
says
right,
that there's 6. I'm not looking at them.
Okay, cool.
All
All
right, here we go.
right, everybody.
I got
I
that
got it.
wrong. What does that tell
Yeah.
you?
Nah, Joe,
That
it's all
tells
good. I
me-
don't care.
that the lead has changed because you bet against him. You got it wrong. Cal got your point. It is now 3-3.
I'm tied. All
Heck
right.
yeah, tie it up. All right, next question goes back to Cal, my Northwoods brother. Here we go. This Los Angeles band was formed in 1983 and lasted until 1988. They had revolving members, and they only released one studio album during their heyday. At one point, this band featured future GNR guitarist Gilby Clarke and future Alice Cooper guitarist Ryan Roxy in the band at the same time. Name that band. Chris, that's a lot to go on. There's a lot of clues there.
Yeah.
You think Cal knows this one? Or do
Well,
you
he already nodded his head, so he's got a horrible poker face. So
Do
I'm
I?
not.
Oh, do
I'm,
I?
I'm,
Or
I'm
maybe I
not.
have no fucking clue.
I'm not betting against him.
All right, Cal, you're not being bet against. You got all the clues there. There's a lot of them. Your choices are Candy, Shark Island, Neon Cock, or Circus Circus.
Neon cock.
Dude, I was bluffing. You called me. What are they again?
Candy, Shark Island, Neon Cock, Circus Circus.
Oh, it's Shark Island or Circus Circus. Shark Island.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Ooh,
The band was actually Candy.
Candy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no clue, man.
So, Aaron, did you come up with neon cock on your own?
I was just going to tell you, I totally made up the name Neon.
I figured.
That's great.
All the other bands are real except for that one.
All right. So we're all 3 musicians. We should start a band called Neon Cock today.
Totally telling you, it's a winner. What are you going to do tonight? I'm going to see
I'm
Neon.
going to Neon Cock, bro.
All right, so
Damn it.
So no points on that one.
no points awarded. Score is still 3-3. Yeah. Okay. So the next question, I totally lost track of where I was. I couldn't wait to just say the words neon cock.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you.
That's like waiting to ask a Sergeant Slaughter question. Like this whole conversation we've been having in my mind has just been flashing neon cock the whole time.
Sergeant Slaughter's Neon Cock. It's a great.
All
name.
right. So the next question goes back to Chris. Robbo Robertson is probably best known as being a guitarist in Thin Lizzy from 1974 to 1978. But he also played on a 1983 studio album by these metal legends. Cal, you know, Chris knows his Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, I do. You're
But he
right. I was
might
just gonna
not
say
know
that.
this. This is a little bit deeper and a little outside the box on that one. It's all tied up here, 3-3. We're coming up on the kiss round next. Do you want to bet against him, or do you think he knows it?
You know, I think since we are like Wisconsin bros, you might be throwing a little bone for me here. I'm gonna go against it.
All right, it's a bold move by Cal right before the kiss round where it's double the points. But first, we got to get through this one. Chris, Robbo Robertson, I know you know your Thin Lizzy, but you know what he did afterwards? Could have been anyone.
83?
Could have been any one of these in 1983. Was it Blue Oyster Cult, Hanoi Rocks, Saxon, or Motorhead?
Whew.
I know he had a connection to.
I
I know he had a connection to Motorhead. I'm gonna go with Motorhead.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
1983.
job, dude.
Robbo Robertson appears on the Motorhead album Another Perfect Day. That was the only one he ever played on with them.
I knew he toured with him. I didn't know he actually played on a record. That's cool.
So you got it right. And Cal bet against you. That's 2 points. Brings it up 5-3. And now it's time for the Kiss round.
Hang on.
Nice. Graphics courtesy of our brother Rock and Ron.
Rock and Ron.
Long live the legend.
R&P, buddy.
Here we go. Kiss round is upon us. Double the points. First question goes to Cal. Which of the following 4 Kiss albums charted the highest on the U.S. album charts? What I'm going to do is give you 4 Kiss albums. You're going to tell me which one was the most popular in the United States.
Okay,
Chris?
before you tell me this, did a Kiss album ever even chart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a few of them did. Like
Oh.
all of them.
Like Crazy Nights, maybe?
Chris, do you want to bet against his wise ass? Teach him a lesson in the Kiss round?
Smashes, trashes, and hits.
I'm
Let's
tempted
put
to
the
play
X
it
in-
safe.
Let's put the X in sex.
Well, I can't defend that one. But
Defend that one.
I'm tempted to play it safe because it's double the points. So no, I'm not gonna bet against him.
All right, Cal.
All right, bro.
He's taking
for
it
it.
easy on you. He's not betting against you. Your choices are Monster, Sonic Boom, Psycho Circus, or Revenge. Which one of these albums climbed the highest on the U.S. Billboard album charts?
Well, the only one that I'm even familiar with, Unholy Revenge.
Nope.
That is incorrect. Believe it or not. Revenge reached the peak of 6.
Let me try. Is it Monster?
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Dang.
Monster reached a peak of 3.
I
Psycho
thought it was
Circus also reached 3.
Sonic Boom.
Boom went to number 2 in the
2.
United States.
Wow.
So not only does these Kiss albums rank, they're right up there at the top. You were
Wow.
not bet against, and you got it wrong. What could have been double points ends up as nothing.
That's okay.
For nobody. But the Kiss round continues with the next question. This one,
Okay, stop. Time out. In both of your opinions, out of those 4 albums you said, which is the best album?
Monster.
Monster?
To me,
Okay.
yeah.
I honestly have not listened to a Kiss song since Revenge in my lifetime.
Most people haven't.
Yeah. I just okay.
It would be
So
Monster, then Revenge, then Sonic Boom, then Psycho.
So check out
Psycho
Monster
Circus
is what I'm
sucks.
getting at. Check out
Yeah.
Monster.
I like Monster.
Cool.
it's not bad. It's not bad. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
So-
Kiss round question goes to Kiss. To Chris, the
Goes
Kiss.
to Kiss.
To who?
A man whose name is synonymous with Kiss
Right.
is what I meant to say. All right, here we go. We learned about this band earlier. After the demise of the band Candy, Ryan Roxy would form a band called Electric Angels. Which current or former Kiss guitarist produced the demos that would get this band signed? It's a deep one,
Jesus Christ.
but it's Chris Sinzak we're talking about here, Cal. Lost my score sheet.
Oh. This is like Jeopardy shit, man. I thought this would be
So-
fun and easy. This is terrible.
So basically, you got the band Candy that's got Gilby Clarke
Yep.
and Ryan Roxy in it. and they decide, okay, this ain't going nowhere. Let's each split up and start our own bands. Gilby Clarke goes on to start Kill for Thrills. Ryan Roxy goes on to start the Electric Angels. They cut a demo produced by a Kiss guitarist, and that ends up getting them signed, and they're able to release at least one album that I know of. But which Kiss guitarist was it? I mean, it's Chris. You want to bet against him? You need the points, man. You're down 5-3.
Yeah, you're right.
Question, but he knows it all.
I have to bet against him because I have to. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
All
And he's
right.
got it.
This could be the game right here. Really, if you think about it, with so many points on the line, Chris could walk away with 4 points if he gets it right. So your choices are Tommy Thayer, Bruce Kulick, Ace Frehley, Mark St. John. Who produced the demos for the Electric Angels that got them signed?
I really don't know of any of these guys producing anybody, so that's what's really throwing me here. My gut tells me that it's Tommy Thayer, so I'll go with that.
It makes me happy when I'm able to stump the geek on a Kiss question. That is
Why does that make you happy? That's not cool.
because that means I did my job as the host. Beat the geek. Those guys were actually produced by Bruce Kulick.
Really? I had no idea.
Produced their demo for him. I read an interview of the lead singer of that band, and he said it and everything. So
Wow.
that was one of those ones where I saw it and I was like, yeah, but is it real? Because if I read that, use that as a question, and if not legit, I'm going to catch hell. So then I dug a little bit deeper and I found that interview and found that it really was true. It was Bruce Kulick. But what really matters here is the fact that you were bet against.
Yeah.
Kal gets 2 points for it because it's double in the Kiss round.
Are we tied now?
That brings it up 5-5.
Yeah.
With 2 questions remaining.
Wow, what a game.
This game can end in a tie, is what you need to know as we come this close. So it's rarely happened. Usually it goes Chris's way in the history of this game. But every once in a while, we get somebody that can match him 100%. Kal, you could do that right now. You get the first question. These are a couple of classics that I always like to ask on Beat the Geek. So we're going to do a battle of 1983.
Oh, come on. 84. Let's do 84.
Let's talk about UK bands in the US. Battle of 83 says, which of these 4 albums charted the highest on the US Billboard album charts in 1983? Chris, you know this question. We've done this a million times.
I hate these questions.
Pyromania.
Sometimes it seems obvious. Sometimes it's not so obvious. But one of these albums did better than the rest. So here we are. It's tied up 5-5. It's all on the line for Beat the Geek versus Kal. There's prizes on the line for once.
Yeah, there is. How about this?
Do you want to bet against him?
Kal, I'll make a deal with you. I'll bet against 2 things. One, if I bet against you on this round, you bet against me on the next one. We just go wide open. And 2, if we wind up tying, we give each other a gift.
Deal.
All right, let's do it. I'm betting against him.
Go. So you are betting against him. Here we go. Battle in 1983. Black Sabbath, Born Again. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. Dio, Holy Diver. Which one of the albums charted the highest in the U.S.
That's definitely
in 1983?
Definitely one of 2.
Can you repeat that, please, Alex?
Black Sabbath, Born Again. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. Dio, Holy Diver. One of these is a little bit higher than the rest when it comes to popularity in 1983.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with like Ozzy and Dio. I'm going Dio.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Actually, out of those, Dio is in last place.
Really?
Wow.
Got up to 56.
Was it Ozzy?
Black Sabbath got up to 39. Ozzy 19. Iron Maiden 14.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy.
Chris bet against you. You got it wrong. He
Good
gets
job, bro.
6-5 with one question remaining. And this one goes to Chris. We've already predetermined that you are going to bet against him in this round. So this is the same type of question, but this one's the Battle of 1989.
All right.
You're being bet against. These are your choices. The Cult, Sonic Temple. White
good.
Snake, Slip of the Tongue. Faith No More, The Real Thing. Or Great White, Twice Shy.
Fuck. Boy, it could be any of these four, really.
89, The Cult, White Snake, Faith No More, Great White. What you going with?
That's easy.
I'm only basing it on the success of the album before it, because the album that came after was not nearly as good, even if you do bring Steve Vai in as your guitar player. I'm going to go with Whitesnake.
That is incorrect. Beat the Geek ends in a tie. How do you like that?
Was it Great White?
So, Slip of the Tongue and
Was it Great White?
both reached 10. Faith No More peaked out at 11. Great White, 9.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I would have picked Whitesnake or Faith No More. I'm surprised.
My. Once bitten, twice shy. And it's a rarity that we get a tie in beat.
Hold on.
But wow.
All right. Wow. That's quite a game.
That was a hell of a game. I love this. All right. Now we can start looking at the comments again.
What is he going back to get?
He's going to bring out Jack Russell and have him autograph something in front of us.
Oh, and I see people have already been putting in answers on here, so I'm glad I didn't look.
That was a good game.
Like Grayson says, Neon Cock is a great band name.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I was going to pull up that record, but I can't find it. So fuck it.
All right. Man.
Dude, so what happened here?
I'm going to grab a beer. I'll be right back.
We tied. So yeah,
tiebreaker.
We don't have a tiebreaker. So when we meet up, you give me something, I give you something.
Really? That's cool.
I'm gonna bring hepatitis. Whatever you want to bring, it's up to you.
I'm gonna bring Aerosmith.
Well, if it's music from another dimension, then it'll be the same thing as hepatitis. So that works.
No. We got to do a tiebreaker, Chris. Come on. We can't do a tie. Come on.
Well, I don't know what you have to talk to your Merrill brother and find out, if he can come up with another trivia question to do a tiebreaker on. He could do like I don't know. He could do like, he could pick an album and like we each pick where it charted in the Billboard charts, and whoever's closest wins. We could do something like that. Although I hate the fucking chart. I hate chart questions.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Ooh, I got new sunglasses. Look at that.
Those are very Camaro too.
Era Camaro starter kit, motherfucker. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm just having fun. I got a little buzzed up tonight.
No, that's cool. All right, so Kal
Aaron, I'm not doing a tie.
He's demanding a tiebreaker.
Oh shit!
So you have to come up with something on the spot so we can settle there.
How am I supposed to do that? I only did 11 questions.
That's your fault.
You need to come up with something where it could either be chart position or something where whoever comes the closest to the right answer wins.
Hang on, I think I can do. Well, I'm just gonna have to rely on Wikipedia then. So.
Oh boy.
Oh great. No more Kiss questions though.
Let's do 86.
86.
The suspense is killing me.
It's unprofessional of you guys to demand more than what the game.
He's demanding it, not me. I was okay with the tie. I didn't mind it.
Nope.
Oh fuck.
But everybody takes pride in beating me at trivia. So
exactly. You're the czar, dude. You're the fucking czar.
It happens. All right. I don't know. Damn it. This is too much.
Just pick like a metal artist and look up their chart position.
A poison question.
A poison question?
Yep.
Okay, let me see what I can find.
Or a winger question.
No winger question.
No, that's actual Poison. Not the band I'm looking for.
Yeah. What member of a major? I'll just ask you a trivia question. What member of a major band from the 70s sang background on Poison's "Open Up and Say Ah" album?
Was it Jim Dandy?
No.
No, I know that actually. Cheap Trick.
Nope.
What? It wasn't?
It was
Oh.
Timothy B. Schmidt from the Eagles.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cheap Trick was on Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it. Was that the tiebreaker?
No, we
not
need
fair.
no. I came up
Oh,
with that. That wouldn't be very fair, would it?
yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, your opponent is coming up with the questions. Good
I
luck.
also bet against you, just to let you know.
I'm just a nerd that knows all kinds of useless trivia. That's the only reason I asked it.
Okay.
Yeah, Robin Zander and the
I got
other
one for you
Cheap Trick dude are on like Slice of Your Pie or something like that on
Yeah.
Dr. Feelgood. It's crazy to even think that.
Okay.
Got
All
one?
right. According to Wikipedia,
Let me turn off the comments. Hang on. All right.
how many tours has Poison had?
How many tours?
How many
Tours?
tours? You each get a guess. Whoever's closest wins. You wanted a tiebreaker. There it is. Now who's the
So whoever comes closest.
Yeah,
I'll let you go first, Bob Barker.
but I'm a little drunk, so somebody might have to help me with the math.
I'm a lot drunk, just so you know.
I'll say 8.
8 is a good answer. That's what I was thinking. But they did the Rat Poison. They did
Talking about their whole existence here.
right.
It's still not
Yeah.
that many, I don't think.
Can I do like just like higher or lower than 8?
You can
What?
guess higher or lower than 8.
If Chris says 8,
You
can't
can
I just
you
I
can
can
guess
just say
7,
higher or lower, right?
guess 7 or 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna go higher than 8,
So say 10 or whatever.
and I'll win. Yeah.
All right. So pick a number.
It's 10 at least. Yeah, 10.
It's actually 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is there that
okay,
many? Oh, wow.
So yeah, Kyle just a little closer than Chris.
So Cal's the winner.
There you go. You had to have a tiebreaker at the last minute. That's not allowed in the future. This is a one-time deal. That's playing the old Northwoods card on me. I'd be like, well, okay.
You got to have a winner. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We did drink the same milk when we were kids.
Yeah. Well, we're all going to have a good time hanging out together either way. So I view us all as winners on it.
Hey, how many people are on the feed still?
A little over 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Aaron, did you ever see my beer labels?
No.
Oh, yeah, we got to do
Wait a
that.
minute. Yeah, I think you sent me something.
I used to brew my own beer, and I did like Motley Brew.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the bottom of that. Read it.
A small batch limited edition India Pale Ale dedicated to the baddest mofos on the planet, the Merrill Rowdies.
Nice.
And then there's also this one here. That's the one I have.
Oh yeah, me too.
I love that.
It's so much work. It's just not worth it. Like, you're spending all the money on like all the materials and stuff, and then you yield like 2 cases of beer for like $200.
Wow.
Did you end up
Yeah,
those,
it's just not worth it.
should send those labels to the band and say, hey, do you want to do something with this? Because I mean that's pretty cool.
There was Aaron probably knows her, Sarah Moore or Sarah Kleinschmidt back in the day.
Yeah.
She lived in the neck of our woods. She was the graphic designer where I worked, and she set those labels up and she did all that stuff, and those things were sick. She made posters for me actually.
That's
And that's what I sent to Chris. But those are my labels and my beer bottles. I don't know if Johnny Vogan. Did you see any comments from Johnny Vogan? Our dog.
He might be one of the many Facebook user posts.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm for sure gonna check this out.
Yeah.
Because he's a big Motley dude.
Oh, I know. I know him through the Rock and Metal Combat groups.
Yep, for sure. Me too.
Yeah, he's the Motley Crue nut swinger.
Oh, show.
He actually thinks Generation Swine's a good album.
Yeah, he's wrong. 100%. Quick question. Are you guys following, because I'm a big Pearl Jam fan, I'm a big Motley fan. Are you following this whole Motley, Nikki Sixx, Eddie Vedder, fucking stupid, whatever you want to call it at all?
Yeah. I thought it was kind of weird that Eddie Vedder just out of nowhere starts taking shots at Motley Crue. It was a little strange.
See, yeah, I agree, and I don't think that it was that. I think it was Nikki Sixx basically making something a simple minor comment, because you know how Nikki Sixx is. He's got to be in the center of attention all the time. I don't know if you heard about this, Chris, but he did die of a heroin overdose.
Oh, really? That's news to me. Wow.
Yeah, you know, he
should write a book about that.
He feels so fucking compelled to be in the media all the time, and
Man.
Eddie's not that way. Eddie made a comment probably a month or 2 months or a year ago, and he doesn't give a shit. I like I said, I've been following Pearl Jam and Motley forever. Eddie doesn't care. He would never stir up controversy. It's just not his style. This is a 100% Nikki Sixx.
But I mean,
because he wants to stay relevant.
But I mean, technically, Eddie did take the first shot with dogging him out in that interview.
He did. Yes, he did. I agree with that. But he's not the type of guy that's going to go on Twitter or on Instagram and like just be a bitch like Nikki Sixx is. And
no, I think he was answering in the context of the interview where he was just like, well, that scene wasn't for us and I thought it was lame. And that's fine. He's allowed to have that opinion.
Sure.
But then Nikki jumped on it and was like, oh, that's funny. They're the most boring band ever. And then now
exactly.
Eddie's coming back and making fun of Tommy Lee's drum kit and stuff. But it's like, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like you're taking shots at Motley Crue. It's like it's called showmanship, dude. I mean, like, should we all stand around and wear dad clothes and just moan? I mean, I like Pearl Jam too.
You want to wear flannels and Doc Martens?
But I mean, like, you know, there's room for Pearl Jam and there's room for Motley Crue. I think they all just need to shut the fuck up. Personally,
I agree.
Yeah, because that was one thing I always said to you, Cal, when we were young, is that you liked all different bands, and there was kids we went to school with that were like, one day they were all big Crue fans and loved Ozzy and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden it was like the next day it was like, oh no, I don't listen to Warrant no more. I listen to Nirvana and Pearl Jam now, and if you listen to that stuff, you're not cool because you should only be listening to this now. And we were never like that, we liked it all.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
I was never a big Nirvana fan. I don't know why, but just the only album that I own from Nirvana is the Unplugged. Mm-hmm. And the only songs that I like on it are their cover songs. Right. But they're a cool band, whatever, But I was always a Pearl Jam guy. I was always a Motley
Well, I mean,
guy.
like the Pearl Jam 10 record, I was in a band in high school when that album was new.
Like that.
And we played several songs off of it. Like Porch was a song that, like, when we would play parties and we'd play Porch and people would just go ape shit, and Garden was another one we would play, and that's an easy song to play on guitar. But I'd be in a band with these guys, but I'd still have a leopard print guitar strap, and I get made fun of for it. But I'm still buying like Warrant and Dokken records, and they're like, "Why the fuck are you still listening to that?" I'm like, "Because I can love Warrant and I can love Alice in Chains at the same time." And they're like, you don't have to switch allegiances just because of what's popular, you know. And that used to irritate me, but I don't know. But at the same time, even in high school, we would cover Motley Crue and shit like that, and people would still like it. You know, I think the division is a little bit more of a media, invention than anything else.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, there were people but they're
fans too. The fans.
Well, there were fans that would take cues, but those are fans that they just follow what's popular. These are the same people that like, oh, I just bought the new Kanye West record, knowing that they never fucking listened to it. But it's just those that, I love my brother to death, but he was a trend follower. So like when Public Enemy was big, he was a Public Enemy fan. And that's why I inherited all of his Kiss records, because he was no longer a Kiss fan anymore. And it's like, well, to me, if I like something, I'm going to keep liking it. I don't care if it's in vogue or whatever.
I remember a dude one time giving me hell for loving Kiss. And he's like, "Why do you love Kiss so much?" And it's like, "Well, what do you like?" And he was like, "Whatever's popular." I'm like, well,
fuck that. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
No. Like what you like.
Yeah.
If people give you shit, fuck them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's been a few years now, but like, it must be about 7 years ago almost now. I went to my class reunion in Wisconsin.
You went to those?
I went to it, yeah.
Fuck
I took
that. I don't go to
old
that
friend Steve Smith and my old buddy Craig, and we all went up there. And like most people knew who I was, but then for the ones that didn't know who I was, they're like, "Oh, I don't remember you." I was like, "Short fat kid with a Kiss t-shirt." Oh yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Oh yeah, now I remember you.
Looks like we got somebody that knows you guys commenting in here. Darren Bade.
Darren Beatty. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He lives right next door to me.
I guess there was a party that you guys sank a pontoon boat.
Oh man. What the fuck? Every time
party.
I hear Black, I think it's a party at restaurants, because I think it might have been your CD. Dude, things are so different for teenagers.
Yeah.
25, 30 years ago. Whoa. Yeah, 25 years ago.
Yeah, what kind of shenanigans would have been caught if Facebook and Twitter was around when you guys were in high
I
school?
would be in prison. Dude, I would be in prison for life. There were cell phones back in the day. For sure.
I don't know about prison, but it wouldn't have been good. It'd have been a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
It's like I remember, when my kid was coming up and he's got cell phone and stuff growing up, and the conversation comes up about dick pics. And I gotta say, I gotta tell the wife, if cell phones were such a thing back when I was a kid, everybody would have had a picture of it, I can't get too mad at him for it, but I got to talk to him as an adult and explain to him why it's not a good idea to do that. But me at that age, oh man, it'd have been on the front cover of the Photo News.
Word.
What about your pager? I had a pager back in the day. It's a good way of getting weed deals done.
I don't think I ever owned a pager.
Those are so stupid.
I had a pager in 92 to 95. I had a pager.
Same.
Yep, 25
did
years
you have
ago.
Chris, did you have the Gerbeau V jeans where they had like the pager holder on the side of the leg?
No, I didn't have enough money to have those, but I remember them though.
Yeah, dude, I thought I was so fucking fly, and now in hindsight, I was like, such a douche.
And we all had our favorite pay phones that we would camp out by with our pagers, because you call your weed dealer and you page him, and then he paid you back with the special code meaning either A, I have it, or B, I don't have anything. And then you'd wait there. You had like code language to get your weed.
Wow.
It's fucking awesome. It's so funny. Our kids will not know the struggle.
No.
To get a dime bag. They will never understand the struggle to get a dime bag. They will never get it.
Yeah, $25 a quarter.
Ooh.
Back when it was much cheaper.
Yeah, I was gonna say not anymore.
And way
So
less
I heard.
potent.
I don't know.
Oh man, well this has been fun. I hope Doug's donation to the show. I hope this paid off for you. And but we got to meet up now and have beers so I can give you
For
your
sure.
prize.
No, for sure.
That'd be awesome, man.
I would love that. Let's do that for sure.
Awesome.
We'll stay in touch.
It's really fun, man. A lot of fun. Hey,
I'm
let's
what?
raise one to Mrs. Wagner one time, huh? What do you say? The most rock and roll art teacher around.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Man, this was great.
Too
That was
funny.
fun. That was fun, man.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Thanks for coming on, Kal. Those of you that are still watching, if you haven't checked out the new episode, check out Album Anticipation. Episode 467 just came out this week. And we'll have a really cool Cheap Trick related episode coming out this next week.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It was a fun one to record.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Any final thoughts before we go off the stream here?
I just say this was a lot of fun. You know, I'm always super proud to be from Wisconsin. I carry myself with a lot of pride living somewhere else that people know who I am and where I'm from. And so I'm always working hard to represent my home folks as best as I can down here in Tennessee. I know I got to imagine, Kal, you're just like me. You're doing it the same way.
Dude, Aaron and Chris have been following y'all for what? How long have you been doing that? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. It feels like forever. But I've been following you guys. I love it. You guys are a great combo.
Thanks, man.
And I had a good time. It was good. I'm faded as fuck right now. Just so you know.
Cool, man. Well, I'm actually going to break. I've been off IPAs for months, so I'm going to break out an IPA when I get off the stream here.
I would love to hook up with y'all and sit at a bar and just like do the same exact thing.
That'd be awesome, man. Looking forward to it.
Oh man. Well, cool. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll either see you next week or the week after. Yeah. Take care.